When your realtor tells you to depersonalize your home, many sellers think that just means taking down some family photos. Although that is a great start, there are other things sellers fail to do when prepping their home for sale. I've seen a lot of interesting choices out there. Learn from these sellers and get your home in model home ready shape. Hi, I'm Francine Viola, Realtor in Olympia, Washington. My buyers love me for my honesty, but my sellers, not so much when I give them tips on how to prep their home. So I'm doing a video about what sellers can do to depersonalize their home to appeal to the broadest range of buyers. By depersonalizing your home, you are lessening distractions for buyers by your interesting things, and you can create a home that is aspirational, like what you'd see in a magazine. And of course, this prep work will pay off. Here are the top fails I see way too often and the easy fixes sellers can do to maximize their return. By the way, I don't take pictures of these things that I see in homes. I think that's rude and disrespectful, and my point is not to shame anyone or make fun of anyone. So the photos that you're gonna see in this video are stock photos, except for at the end where I do have to showcase my seller who did a fantastic job at prepping their home for sale. As I mentioned, it's a good idea to take down family photos when selling your home. Buyers are curious and they're interested in who you are, but you really need buyers to focus on the home, not on the things in the home that won't stay after the sale. Not only pre-pack photos, but also any certificates you've earned, accolades, or diplomas. I do suggest finding some simple art pieces to hang in their place. Other wall art fails are the very intimate photos that are displayed. I've seen way too many boobs, butts, and naked bellies. I'd rather not see any more, thank you. Please pack those up. This is another wall art fail in my book, and this includes having your kids' names hanging in block letters in their rooms. In my opinion, this is more of a safety concern. I just don't think it's a good idea for people to know your kids' names. Another opinion of mine, signs and quotes are a pet peeve. I just don't like signs that tell me what to do, and I don't want to have to read stuff while I'm in the house. The signs and quotes are meaningful to the owners, but may not be for a buyer. Take down the directions, rules, and those peel and stick inspirational quotes. Paint color is a very personal choice. Repainting your house may not be something you're able to do before you list your home, but whenever you decide to paint a room, really think twice about the color. This doesn't mean paint your home all white. I toured a home where the walls were painted a stark white color and the paint was a high gloss finish. It was very distracting. Softer colors, neutrals, and having the entire interior of the home painted one neutral builder beige color goes a long way with buyers. And again, another opinion, avoid the chalk paint. So, the paint where your kids can doodle on it. I know these project ideas are everywhere and they look fun, but they just don't work when selling your home. So think ahead before painting every wall a different color, or testing the limits of frog tape, or painting a mural on your walls. The good news is I think knickknacks are losing their appeal because I really don't see this in too many homes. So keep up the good work on pre-packing those knickknacks and any collections you might have, or pick up all those odds and ends that you have scattered around the house. If you have carpet in your bathroom, just remove it. In fact, remove it before you call me. Every buyer is thoroughly grossed out by carpet in the bathroom. The carpet becomes very personal to the current owner because they are the ones walking around on that with their wet feet. Remove the carpet and replace it with tile or vinyl planks, just anything but carpet. HGTV has a lot of influence on homeowners, so luckily the trend of room themes is going away, and I hope it stays gone. Having a jungle room or a Morocco room is very personal and it isn't going to appeal to the populace. Here in Olympia, I can tell you my buyers react very negatively to a seller's collection of taxidermy. Again, I recommend packing up those things before you list your home. If you decide to work with a home stager to help you arrange your furniture, the stager will suggest a layout that may not be conducive to everyday living, but is more decor and photograph friendly. For example, you may have all of your living room seating options facing the TV and right up against the wall. But from a decor viewpoint, the seating should be facing inward towards each other, creating a cozy atmosphere. When listing your home, you want to set up your furniture for aspirational living, not necessarily for real life living, because let's face it, real life living isn't pretty. So now that I've talked about what not to do, here is a real life example of homeowners who prepped their home using their own furniture and avoided these fails. Take a look, and I hope this can inspire you. But you don't have to tackle this alone. Call me if you are thinking of selling, and I have lots of stagers, designers, cleaners, and professional organizers who can help get your home in show-ready condition. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.